What's up, team? Coach Christy here. Today we're going to go over some common fears and questions around lifting weights in the gym or at home for the first time. So a lot of these things, us seasoned veterans in the gym, we kind of overlook, and even us coaches sometimes forget to go over some of these just fundamental questions that people have when starting their weightlifting journey. So first up, the question regarding the bench press I get all the time is, what do I do if I can't get it up, right? You start the bench and then you're like, oh crap, like it's not going up, what to do? So I'm gonna show you what can happen. I think there's a fear of like death, that if you can't lift the weights, that you're just gonna lay under the bench press bar and die there. It's not gonna happen. Of course, there can be accidents, but typically when we're starting out, the weight isn't gonna be heavy enough to really cause an injury. So let's just pretend I'm bench pressing. You all know how to set up. And I'm on rep 9, 10. I'm stuck. And there's no one around. What I can do is roll this bar to my hips and sit up with it, stand up with it, and set it down. You're gonna be able to roll that bar to your hip, even if it's fairly heavy, and you're gonna be okay. Another option is if you are uncomfortable, you can always ask for a spot. And so asking for a spot can seem intimidating when you're in the gym for the first time, but it's a great way to meet some friends, and oftentimes other people need a spot too. So we're gonna go over how to spot a friend. Everyone likes a spot differently. And if you're new to lifting, you probably don't know how you like your spot, but you'll get there. So first thing is I'm gonna communicate with my partner and say, do you wanna lift off? Usually when it's light, they might not need a lift off, but when it gets a little bit heavier, it's best if you give a lift off so they're not expending energy on getting the bar off the rack. Now, for a lift off, I prefer to do one overhand and one underhand. And that way I have a really good grip on unloading this bar into their proper bar path. And when I receive the bar at the end of their lift, I'm going to do the same overhand, underhand grab. If you grab it like this and it slips, it's gonna slip on them. This is gonna be the safest way to grab that bar for a lift off or to re-rack that bar. So now that I know my partner wants a lift off, we're gonna figure out, are we going on 3? Are we going 1, 2, 3 lift? Am I going off your breath cue? Figure that out.
On 3.
Okay, so we're gonna go on 3. So we're gonna go 1, 2, he's gonna set on 3. I'm gonna lift up and release. Now he can do his 5 reps. Looks easy. 4 and 5. Oh, he's struggling. Push, push, push. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna slowly guide this bar up and rack it. So now we're on to dumbbells, and you feel like you've kind of been stuck at the same weights for a while. The question usually is, I just don't know how to get heavier weights up, or I'm afraid I'm gonna get injured. So there's a little trick to getting heavier dumbbells up, and it just takes a little bit of practice to kind of get the flow and the momentum of getting those heavier weights up, and then also setting those heavier weights down in a safe position. So let's say I've been doing 25s and 30s for a while and I give 40s a shot, but I can't just lift them up, right? So I'm gonna pick these dumbbells up and I'm gonna set them on my legs. Now I'm up on my toes and I can kind of use these as little bounces to pop these dumbbells up. So I give myself a little 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and now I can set my shoulders and I'm in position to do my heavier weights. When I'm done, or when you are done, bring them in tight and lower them down. Few reasons. I've seen people doing their dumbbells here and they set them out like this, and that weight in your dumbbell can pull and tear and create a lot of havoc in your shoulders. So please do not do that. Bring those dumbbells in safely here. You can set them down. Never throw your dumbbells. If you see someone just recklessly throwing your dumbbells, please do not do that. I've also seen dumbbells bounce and hit their own feet, bounce and hit someone else's feet, bounce and hit something that causes something, 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 just set them down carefully, okay? And then the other question is, I'm squatting. What do I do if I have to bail my squat? So a lot of you guys are working out at home. If you have your rack set up at your house and you want to start pushing your weight but you don't know how to fail, first thing, don't set your kids up behind you or anything important behind you if you're going to be dumping the bar behind you. Set everyone up to the side of you. So if I'm squatting and I know that I can't get up, I'm squatting and I'm like, ooh, I can set that bar back, push it back off of me, and step forward and be just fine. What you don't want to happen is to come up and be trying to do this and roll it forward off in your head. I've seen a girl in a video get her ponytail caught and she did like a somersault over her bar. Gym fails, right? So just dump that bar off your back, do a little hop forward, get out of the way. The bar's gonna be fine. Plates are gonna be fine. Even if you're at a big box gym, if you have bumper plates, it's fine. You can ask someone for a spot on your spot as well. And then common fears. So many people are worried going into the gym of like looking silly or looking like they don't know what to do. Guess what? If everyone has that fear, no one is paying attention. Like even if they don't have that fear, people are either focused on their own workout, they're looking in the mirror at their body, they're doing other things. They're not focused on you being a newbie or you trying these things for the first time. And oftentimes, people in the gym are pretty dang cool. And if you have questions, they're totally willing to give their advice. Hence all the unsolicited advice you get at the gym as well. But don't be afraid to try new things, to push your weights. And if you ever have form questions, I know I say this in every video, shoot me a video of your squat, your bench, your deadlift, and I will send you personalized coaching cues on those lifts. That is what I'm here for. So hopefully some of these little pointers will ease your mind lifting some heavier weights at the gym. And I'll talk to y'all soon.